Annyeonghaseyo, June Haline Grace de Guzman Rabino. So it means, good day, I am Grace de Guzman Rabino. So at this moment in time, we are going to tackle and familiarize about the Korean language or the basic alphabet of the Korean or the what we call Hangul, which contains 10 vowels and 14 consonants. So let us now proceed with the 10 vowels of the Hangul or the Korean alphabet. So first we have A. A. So we write it like this. So first, 1, 2, and it sounds A. So again, it sounds A. So our next is Ya. Ya. And we simply write it like this. So 1, 2, and 3. So it simply sounds Ya. So again, Ya. And we simply write it 1, 2, and 3. And it sounds Ya. So our next will be O. O. And we simply write it like this. 1, 2. And it sounds O. O. So again, we write it first 1, 2, and it sounds O. And our next will be Yo. Yo. And we simply write it like this. So first, we have 1, 2, and 3. And it sounds Yo. Yo. So again, we write it like this. 1, and 2, and 3, and it sounds Yo. And our next one is O. O. And we simply write it by this. We have 1 and simply 2. 1 and 2. And it sounds O. And our next one will be U. U. And we simply write it like this. So 1 and 2. And it sounds U. Again, we simply write it by this. 1 and 2. And it sounds U. Next, we have U. U. And it simply write it like this. 1, 2, and 3. And it sounds U. U. Again, we simply write it like this. 1, 2, and 3. And it sounds U. Next will be E. E. And it simply write it by this. Horizontally like this. And it sounds E. E. Again, it sounds E. Okay, our last vowel will be E. E. And it's simply write vertically like this, and it sounds E. It sounds E. So let's repeat once again the 10 vowels of the basic alphabet in Korean. So first we have A, Ya, O, Yo, O, Yo, U, U, I, I. So those are the 10 vowels of the basic Korean alphabet. So at this time, let us proceed with the 14 consonants of the Korean alphabet. So our first consonant will be Giyok. And it simply write it like this. 1 and 2. So it's Giyok. Giyok. And it sounds like this. It sounds G. G. And we call it Giyok. So our next will be Neon. Neon. And we simply write it like this. So we have 1, 2. So it is Neon. And it sounds Na. Sound Na. Next we have Diget. Diget. And we simply write it like this. 1, 2, and 3. And again, it's the get. The get. And it simply sounds the. The. Next, we have real. Real. And we simply write it by this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So it's real. Real. And it sounds with the combination of R and L. And it sounds real. Next, we have me-om. Me-om. And we simply write it like this. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And it sounds me-om. It is me-om. And it simply sounds like this. Ma. Ma. And our next will be be-op. Be-op. And we simply write it like this. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So again, it's B, O. And it simply sounds as B. B. Again, we simply write it like this. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And it sounds B. So our next one will be see it. See it. And we simply write it like this. 1 and 2. So again, it's see it. And it simply sounds S. S. So our next one will be iyong. Iyong. And we simply write it like this. So it looks like a circle. And it's iyong. But it doesn't have a sound because if we combine it with a vowel, it doesn't stand with their own. Next, we have G-at. G-at. And we simply write it like this. So first, 1, 2, and 3. So again, it's G. And it sounds like this. J. J. And our next will be chi-at. Chi-at. And we simply write it like this. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So again, it's chi-at. And it simply sounds ch. Ch. Next, we have tiyat. Tiyat. And we simply write it like this. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Again, it's T, yet. And it simply sounds like this. Sounds T, T. Again, it's T, yet, and it sounds T. So our second to the last consonant will be P, P. And we simply write it like this. So first we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Again, it's P. And it simply sounds like this. So it sounds P. P. So our last consonant will be he. He. And it simply write like this. So first we have 1, 2, and 3. And it's he. And it simply sounds like this. Huh. Huh. Again, it's he, and it sounds huh. So at this time, let's repeat once again the 14 consonants of the basic alphabet of the Korean. So first we have gi, and it sounds y. And next we have ni, and it sounds n. Next we have dig, and it sounds d. Real, and it sounds r. And next we have mi, and it sounds m. Next we have b, it sounds b. Next we have c, it sounds si. Next we have iyong. So it doesn't have a sound because as what I have said a while ago, it doesn't have a sound because if we combine it with the vowel, it doesn't stand on their own. Next, we have chiyut, and it sounds ch. Next, we have chiyut, chiyut, and it sounds ch. Next, we have tiyut, and it sounds t. Next, we have piyup, and it sounds p. And last one, we have hiyut, hiyut, and it sounds h. So at this moment in time, we are going to practice some basic words that we might encounter in our daily life, and we are going to translate it in a Korean language. So let's proceed. Did you know that in Korean, they say hi like this? 안녕하세요. Next, we have 안녕히 주무세요. So it means good night. Next, we have 만났어요, 반가워요. So it means nice to meet you. 어떻게 지내세요? So it means in English, how are you? Again, it's 어떻게 지내세요. Our next one will be 네. 네. So it only means yes. It's a yes. But they said no by 아니요. 아니요 means no. But dapan means bad. So dapan, it means bad. But they say good in Korean. So it only means that good in Korean say Korean. Pretty means in Korea 예쁜. 예쁜. 하세요 Grace Rabino입니다. 시청해 주세요 감사합니다. Again, I am Grace Rabino, and thank you for watching.